Hello, hello. Today we're going to do some morning yoga together. So grab your mat and a block if you have one and meet me on your mat. The intention for today's class is to be able to start off the day right, to envision how we want to feel. So when you're ready, meet me at the top of the mat in Tadasana. So feet just under the hips. We're just going to play around with where we're putting our weight in our hips, maybe lifting up the heels, going to the side, lifting up the toes, whatever feels right. Then on the next inhale, just finding our center, finding our balance. Putting a slight bend into the knee, tilting the hips upwards as if they're headlights. And then bringing the ribs in, turning the abs on. Bringing the shoulders all the way up to the ears and then rolling them down the back. Lengthening the neck and then bringing our gaze upwards. Now I want you to think about what you've got to do today, how you want to achieve it, and what you want to feel throughout the day. Breathe into this feeling. Breathe into all the tasks that you have. And know that it's all going to work out, that you are capable. There's nothing that can stop you. On the next inhale, bring the arms above the head and then into prayer position, the heart. Exhale, bend forward into a half lift, hands on the shins. Inhale, drop and ragdoll it down to the ground. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop back into a plank, and then you can drop your knees if you need to go downwards, and then up into up dog, and then push back into downward dog. We're going to stay here for just a couple of breaths. Pedal out the feet. Remember to try and reach those heels towards the ground, the hips up, the shoulders away from the knee, away from the ears. And then pushing it through the fingers, trying to release any pressure you have on the wrists. And when you're ready, step or hop up to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale slowly, vertebra by vertebra, coming back up. I'm going to do that again. Bring the hands above the head into heart center. Doesn't help when you have a light fitting right there. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop back. Chaturanga, you can do it with your knees on the ground or not, whatever is best for you. Keeping those shoulders towards the body. Up dog. Exhale, back into downward dog. Now again, you can just place one foot up, one foot down. Whatever you feel like you need to release in your body is what you need to focus on now. There is no right answer. This is your practice. Now next, step or hop up to the top of the mat. Half lift. Forward fold. And then slowly reach back up. Now today we are all about balance. We're about our own strength, and we're also around twisting and being compromising, but still knowing what we need. So we're going to do a little warrior two set. So we're going to place the right foot back, heel to arch alignment with that foot. You want to get that front foot as parallel to the knee as possible, and then bring that thigh as parallel to the ground as you want. If you come in a little shorter, it's going to be easier. Further back, a little harder. You want the hips at a 45-degree angle, still angled upwards. And then you want to just be pushing that left leg out, and then that thumb toe mound, you want to be grounding as well. You want to be pushing through the knife edge of the back foot, and then bringing the arms in alignment. Next, make sure that you keep a bit of a space between the front thigh and the hip. And just take a breath, knowing how capable you are, knowing you can do today. You can do anything. Next, I want you to reach forward. And then if you've got the block, place it just inside the front foot. Place the hand down and then bring the palm of the back hand above, placing the palm towards the ground, twisting those hips, keeping those hips stable and twisting the ribs open, looking upwards, putting pressure between the knee and that bicep there to give you some additional stability. And then release. Now I want you to change the block to the outside, just above that foot. I want you to find a dosha point around 30 centimeters to a meter in front of the mat, and then slowly step or hop that back foot forward. You may need to move the block even further into half moon. So you want to have that back heel still pushing forward. You want to be rotating that hip inwards. You want to be keeping that straight line with the arms. And then you'll also just feel into the balance of it. Feel how stable you can be, even when you're not sure. Keep the gaze downwards if it feels right, but make sure that you are lengthening the back of the neck. When you're ready, release that back foot into a forward fold. Cradle the arms. Give yourself a little rock. And then when you're ready, very slowly release back into Tadasana. Now we're bringing the left foot behind to Warrior Two, heel to arch alignment. Now be sure to roll that front leg down and under, bringing it backwards, keeping the hips at a 45-degree angle, and then twisting the rib cage open. Bring the gaze forward, and just stay with the breath here for a few moments. Remembering to put pressure into that back knife edge and that front toe mound. When you're ready, reach forward. Move that block to the inside of your foot if you need it. Place the front arm down, keeping those legs the same, keeping the hips twisted. And then bring the arm overhead. Bringing the palm facing downwards. Bringing the gaze upwards, opening those ribs. If you feel like you're losing balance, remember to keep pushing that bicep into the knee to create extra stability. Just stay with the breath, opening the heart. And then when you're ready, release the arms. Move that block in front of the foot on the outside. Find your dosha or focus point in front of the mat, and then slowly step or hop the back foot up until you are ready. Again, you may need to change the placement of the block. And then into half moon, keeping that lifted foot flexed, keeping the hips at a 45-degree angle, keeping that head long. And if you wobble, that's okay. If you fall out, that's okay. Just give it another shot. Nothing wrong with that. And then Try to open that chest a little more. Keep those ribs fully open. And then when you're ready, release into a forward fold. Remember to ground all those feelings that you are focusing on today. Knowing how capable you are, knowing that you can try again. Anything that you want to do, I know you can. And slowly lift back into Tadasana. Hands in prayer position, and then we'll just close the practice with an Om. Om. Thank you so much for turning up for yourself today. Namaste.